3 reasons your audio time keeps changing in Pro Tools. Let's talk about fixing timing issues. If you've ever imported an instrumental, suddenly your vocals don't line up anymore, or the track seems to have changed BPM on you, or worse, things are kind of warpy and even sound out of pitch, there are actual reasons this happens in Pro Tools, and it will always mess with your audio timing. Believe it or not, this is actually a desired thing. If you're producing in 1 BPM and you want to drag samples in that may be in a different BPM, you want it to automatically time stretch and sync to your session. If your session is set to that and you don't want that to happen, that's one of the reasons you get that issue. So I'll show you how to prevent that. By the way, I'm Kimera, vocal producer and plugin developer. You can get free trials of my plugins in the description below. This is one of the most frustrating issues for people recording vocals at home, and the culprits are: 1, your track is set to ticks, not samples. 2, your track has elastic audio enabled or polyphonic mode. And 3, you're importing something with a different sample rate from your session. Let's go through each one. Make sure you stay for all of these because it might actually be more than one of these problems for you. Okay, Pro Tools has 2 time-based modes, and that's this tiny blue clock on the track: samples or ticks. You'll also see this option when you create a new track: samples or ticks, all right? With audio, you want samples, not ticks. In ticks mode, audio moves with tempo changes, kind of like MIDI. In samples mode, the audio stays locked to absolute time, and this is what we want for vocal sessions. Problem number 2 is elastic audio, which is Pro Tools' time stretching feature. You do not want your instrumental track to be set to elastic audio, or any of your vocal tracks for that matter. On the track, you will see this little icon. It kind of looks like a stamp. I don't know what is this icon? Comment if you know. Click on that. I have my track set to none. If you have it set to polyphonic or any of these other time stretchy modes, you may be running into this issue. Keep that on none. We don't want any elasticity, because if you enable it and at any point change the tempo of your song, you actually will stretch the audio to fit the new tempo. Problem number 3 is a sample rate mismatch. If your session is set to 48 kilohertz and you import audio that is 44.1, Pro Tools might play it at the wrong speed. This is what makes the audio sound like it's too fast or too slow, possibly even higher or lower pitched. Honestly, this problem is pretty rare because Pro Tools is pretty good at detecting the difference and compensating for it. But in the odd event that that happens to you, I want you to do this. Don't just drag the instrumental and drop it into the session. Go to File, Import Audio. Fun fact, if you click Options, it shows more of the screen. I just figured that out 15 years into recording. Find your audio wherever it is, select it, hit Options again to reveal the rest of this. And what you're gonna do is you're going to convert, and then make sure you have this checked, Apply SRC, and it will know the source's sample rate and the destination sample rate. When you click Open, save it to the audio files folder. Do you want to drop it on a new track or in your clips list? Let's just do a new track from the start of the session. Okay. All right, put it down here. Usually puts it right after the last track that's selected. All right, cool. I don't even know what I just imported, but it's now imported and it's at the right sample rate. If you're looking for more vocal production videos, I think you'll like this playlist next. If this helped, definitely hit subscribe. Grab your free Kimera audio trials in the link below, and I will see you in the next video.